Hello everyone. I'm very pleased to announce that my new novel, The Afterlife Project, coming out on June 3rd, 2025, is now available for pre-order in paperback, ebook, and as an audiobook on Audible. If you're watching this, you may already have seen the cover and possibly some early praise and reviews. If not, all that good stuff is available on my website, timweed.net. The inspiration for the novel came to me in an unusual way. I'd lucked into a gig as a traveling lecturer for National Geographic Expeditions, and I found myself on a small ship cruise through Tierra del Fuego from Ushuaia, Argentina, around Cape Horn, through the Beagle Channel and the Straits of Magellan to Puntarenas, Chile. The Chilean-owned ship had a fleet of 12 zodiacs and a highly skilled expedition crew to deploy them twice daily for adventurous outings to islands, glaciers, sub-Antarctic forests, and penguin colonies. At the time I was casting around for a new novel project to work on, I knew that I wanted it to be about big topics like climate change, mass extinction, geological time, the future of the human species, but I hadn't really figured out how to go about writing it. As luck would have it, there were some fascinating passengers aboard that ship. In particular, a young paleo-climatologist from Princeton and an astrophysicist who was the director of Hawaii's Mauna observatory. Needless to say, there were some fascinating conversations to be had in the vessel's panoramic dining cabin. In one of these, I asked the astrophysicist for his opinion on the plausibility of one-way time travel into the deep future. He took on the thought exercise with gusto, and using a series of complex mathematical equations scribbled on napkins, was able to describe a theoretical mechanism based on general relativity, quantum physics, and existing or easily imaginable technology to send a test subject 10,000 years into the future. In the days that followed, as the ship navigated the remote wilderness landscapes of Tierra del Fuego, blue glaciers and dwarf Antarctic beach forests, big snow-capped mountains and low islands covered in honking penguins, and seabirds by the thousands, but not a single human being other than the 150 or so aboard our vessel. The paleo-climatologist was able to give me an educated guess about what Earth's climate might look like in 10,000 years. There was a lot of research and writing that still needed to be done in order to finish the novel, but that was how the Afterlife Project first came to life. As I mentioned, the novel doesn't come out until early June 2025, but if you think you might be interested in owning a copy, allow me to suggest that you pre-order it now while it's fresh in your mind from your local bookstore, ideally, or if it's easier, from anywhere online that you buy books, bookshop.org, Barnes & Noble, Audible, etc., links to which are all on my website, timweed.net. I hope that you enjoy reading this novel, even a fraction as much as I enjoyed writing it. And I just mentioned pre-orders, so let me expand on that for a moment. Robust pre-orders demonstrate that there's a groundswell of early interest, which can create more incentive for the publisher to use all available channels to get the book out to readers. Pre-orders can influence booksellers to stock the novel and to display it prominently on their shelves. And they can trigger online algorithms that can increase the novel's visibility and therefore allow it to reach a greater number of potentially interested readers. All of this is extremely helpful in getting the book out into the world, especially for a relatively unknown novelist such as myself. So yes, pre-orders. A huge thank you to those of you who have already pre-ordered it and to those early readers who have already begun reviewing it online. Online reviews are another thing that's really helpful, by the way. Anyway, you know who you are. It truly means the world to me, and thank you. I'm sending my warmest wishes to all of you for a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2025. And thanks again, and don't forget that the pre-order links and all the information you need on the book is at timweed.net.